Hey guys, what's up? Rulk back here again, smashing some more stuff. Today we're talking part 2 of this series about level 60 mastery setup. So if you missed the first part, go back and check it. There'll be a link at the end, link down in the description. First part we talked about offensive setup and what I have for that. So as you see here, real quick recap, where I'm at level 60 finally. Reached the max level cap. So that means I have all those mastery points, and I also just a week or so ago finished Act 4 100% and got all those 4 mastery points as well to add into the pool. So this is the maximum amount of mastery points you can get in the game currently. This is in version 14.1. We're almost to the point where version 15.0 is going to come out. So let's dive right in. There's not much to talk to you about today. There's probably more to talk to you about why I don't have more in this one. So as you'll see, my general setup is I have 31 points in offense, 12 points in defense, 16 points in utility. So defense, this is what it is. So anybody wants to grab a screenshot real quick, that's what it is right there. Not much at all. There used to be more here. As you can see, I have some of these things over here unlocked, like willpower and messed around with coagulate a little bit, but it's a pretty thin build right now. So my usual advice, especially for any new players that are looking at this for, where do I start when I'm starting my new account? Don't put more than 1 point in vitality and greater vitality. It's tempting. It really is at the beginning when you're working on your skill set and you're getting hit a lot. It's tempting to put points in there. Don't bother. They're way more useful to put in other points, especially in utility, but we'll get to that in the next video. The major one that I focus on, one of the first ones I would recommend, especially starting on a new count where you have a lot of 2-star and 3-star characters, would be Salve, because it's giving you 4 health twice per second for 60 seconds. So that's 4 health. Let me see here real quick. So that's 8 health per second. So 8 times 60 is going to give me... Where's my numlock? Oh, there we go. 8 times 60 is... Bear with me. 480. If it was earlier, not 1:20 in the morning, I could have done that in my head. But 480 points of health right there, just for getting Salve unlocked. So what's that going to do for you? Doesn't feel like a lot, but it is. It's enough to offset, the parry damage if you're doing really well there and you're not taking a ton of damage from parries. It's enough to help kind of, bring that back in for you. It just helps offset a little bit. It's very noticeable, like I said, especially when you're using 2- and 3-star characters where 480 health points is can be like 10% of their health. That's a significant chunk or more. Once you get to 4- or 5-star characters, this kind of becomes a little not so useful. So this one you may see go away a little bit on my build in the future, but for now I like it. The next one that goes with it is recovery. So once you add this, it's going to increase any health that your champions recover during a fight by 15%. So what that means is when you pair that along with Salve, it's actually going to give you 5 health twice per second. So that's 10 times 60 seconds is going to give you 600 health. A little bit more. Like I said, it really helps offset the parry damage and stuff like that, and blocking. Like if you miss a parry and you're taking some blocks, it's going to help offset it a little bit. And if you're playing like really awesome, I mean, you can gain 600 health in the fight. It's pretty decent. Recovery is so huge if you have any regen champs. I mean, anybody who has regen. Like X-23, Wolverine, Dr. Voodoo. I don't know. The list goes on and on. Even Doctor Strange. I know a lot of people love to hate on him since 12.0 nerf, but I still like him. Doc's good. And you add this on top and it makes everybody better. You're just going to gain more health. This is a key one we'll talk about later once we get to the later tree. The next one I have maxed out here is block proficiency. So it's given me 4 points to give me 800 points in block proficiency against their stupid flat number thing. It's just really arbitrary number. It's it's an increase, okay? So it's just going to make you take a lot less damage, or some less damage on every block hit that you get, including parries. So it's just a good idea in general, just so you're taking as little damage as you can there. In general, I'm not really a fan of energy resistance or of physical resistance. I've never really felt that they were super useful, and it's not. You see, level 4 is 160. By comparison to this, I mean, I don't know if the scale is the same, but it just doesn't feel like a lot. Um, Same with if we move through here. A perfect block is something I used to have 4 points in, but if you notice, 4 points in perfect block gives you a 4% chance to get a perfect block where you take 0 damage, okay? 96% of the hits that are landed on you are going to deal damage. That's a shitty percentage. I mean, if you ask me, I'm sorry, but I think they really need to retool that mastery. It's just not worth 4 points. I mean, 4 points can be spent if you watch my offense mastery setup. 4 points in some of those is a big difference in your playstyle and your effectiveness when you're fighting. So I don't see it worth 4 points there. But that's me. My playstyle is not defensive at all. I'm very aggressive in their face. You know, I like to take the fight to the opponent. And then I just evade like crazy to, avoid most of the damage and then just try to intercept if I don't want to get hit. A lot of people like stand your ground. It's not something I've ever been a fan of, but that's also because I almost never get hit with a heavy attack. Usually I can see them coming and I can just swipe back and dexterity evade it, and it's no big deal. So I don't bother with that one anymore. And then, so obviously with the way I have this built, I don't have enough points in here. You need 15 points to get to willpower. If I could put a point in willpower and only have 12 points in defense, I probably would. I would probably put 1 or 2 points in it, because I still kind of like willpower. Just to get that trickle of health anytime you got a debuff coming your way. You know, somebody hits you with a bleed, you screwed up. It's nice. You know, it helps offset it so it's not quite so bad. Same with if you get stunned, or especially if you get an armor break. I mean, you know, if you get armor break, ooh, free health, you know. it's pretty nice, but I don't know. Just don't feel it's worth the... I feel like willpower is worth it. I just don't feel like it's worth the extra 3 points on any of these other ones in here that we talked about in order just to put a point or 2 points in there. I mean, that's 5 points. You know, if I want to put 2 points in willpower and get myself up to, what is that? 10%? 100.6. So I'd gain 0.6% health per second and gain 100 armor until the effect expires. So, it'd be nice to put like 2 points in it, but in order to do that, I have to put 3 points somewhere else. That's 5 total points that I have to pull out of either my offense or my utility, and I just can't. I just don't want to sacrifice those. I like the boosts I get from offense too much. I like my utility too much. I use all of them to their fullest. It fits my style, so I let willpower go. I hope they change this in the future, because it's something I would like to see become available again. Because I think it is still kind of valid, but the rest of them I don't really mess with. I haven't even unlocked these ones because I don't know. Like I said, there's no point in it because I don't put enough points here to get to those anyways. So that's that. Pretty simple. So that's the end of my defensive talk. If you like this, please leave a like below. I greatly appreciate that. Hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate all you guys who subscribe to my channel. Really looking forward to growing the channel and producing some more content for you guys. Give me some feedback. Tell me what you think about this mastery setup. What is this? How does this compare to yours? You think I'm crazy for putting only 12 points in defense? Leave it in the comments below. I'd love to discuss with you guys. And yeah, so as always, thanks for tuning in. The next video in this series will be talking about utility, and the link for that will be at the end screen on this and probably in the description below. So, hey, thanks again, guys. This is Rulk smashing some more stuff, and we'll see you again real soon. Take care.